As a manager or business owner, you solve problems every single day. Big ones, small ones, urgent ones, and really everything in between. Today, I want to show you a better way to solve these problems. It's called brainswarming, and it consistently produces higher quality ideas than traditional brainstorming. Traditional brainstorming sounds great in theory. Everyone gets in a room, people shout out ideas, and the best idea wins. But that's not what actually happens. In reality, loud voices dominate. Early ideas anchor the conversation. Quiet thinkers hesitate to contribute, and creativity often flatlines. There's another issue too. Brainstorming almost always never acknowledges constraints, right? We say no idea is a bad idea, but in the real world, especially in small and mid-sized businesses, constraints are everywhere. Budget limits, people limits, time limits, operational realities. Ironically, constraints are often where the most creative ideas come from. Working within reality forces better, more innovative thinking. Brainswarming not only allows constraints, it depends on them, and that's part of what makes it so effective. Brainswarming solves these problems with a simple shift. Think individually first, collaborate second. The process has two phases, the buzz and the swarm. In the buzz, each person receives a clearly defined problem. They also receive the real constraints the business is working within, and they receive any relevant information that helps frame the challenge. These constraints are not obstacles, but rather they're guide rails that help people generate options that are both creative and practical. Then working alone, each person develops ideas independently. This means no influence, no anchoring, and no pressure, and no wasting time on ideas the business can't implement. Everyone walks into the next meeting prepared, already thinking creatively within the real-world limits your business has to operate in. Now the team comes together, the swarm phase. Everyone writes or sketches their best ideas on a whiteboard, notes, or some other kind of device. Then the group starts refining them, pairing them, combining them, strengthening them. And unlike brainstorming, constructive feedback is actually encouraged. The goal is not to protect your idea. The goal is to identify the strongest option. This is where a key leadership principle comes into play. Management skills are taught, not caught. And brainswarming is one of those teachable skills that makes teams dramatically better problem solvers. Once ideas are refined, the team chooses the best option. They base that decision on alignment, feasibility, impact, and the likelihood of success. This is the moment where you, as the manager, move from open discussions to a clear decision. Brainswarming is especially powerful in small and mid-sized businesses because it's inclusive and encourages everyone to participate. It also reduces groupthink, where everyone just agrees with the idea of the owner or the manager. And it sparks creativity from the whole team, not just the extroverts. But most importantly, it embraces constraints instead of ignoring them. It helps your team work creatively within reality, within the budgets, timelines, staffing levels, and operational limits that actual businesses live within every day. Everyone gets a voice, everyone contributes, and the team produces better ideas faster. Brainswarming blends structure and creativity in a way that helps your team generate stronger solutions in less time, all within the constraints that matter. Adopt this method and you'll see real difference in how your team thinks, collaborates, and decides. I hope you'll swap out your traditional brainstorming process for brainswarming. It starts with the buzz phase where everyone thinks independently, and then they come together for the swarm to see which idea or combination best solves the problem within organizational constraints. The Rewild Group's research identifies the lack of a strong management team as the number one reason a business stops growing. Check out the notes for links to other videos on how to improve your management team skills. If you found this video on brainswarming helpful, hit the like button and leave a comment. Also subscribe to get notification of our future videos on how to make small and mid-sized businesses more resilient and profitable.